Hey everyone, it's Rob Foglia with Foglia Properties at Keller Williams Realty here in Nashville. And I wanted to come to you live today to go over the truth about mortgage rates. Undoubtedly, if you're in the real estate industry or connected with it in some form or fashion, maybe even simply buying a home or selling a home, you've heard something about mortgage interest rates here over the last couple of weeks because they've jumped up again. As you can see, and I've got a trend line. This is straight from Freddie Mac's website. You can see how, and the blue line is the one really to pay attention to. That's the 30-year fixed rate. The average here that it's skyrocketed here this year, but it's jumped up again. It's close to 6% for the week ending. A couple of lenders that I've talked to this week have said that it's actually above 6% right now. And so I wanted to go over the truth behind mortgage interest rates. Because I know rates are going to scare some people and it's going to affect the market, obviously, in some form or fashion. But I want to just kind of bring everybody back down to earth just a little bit and talk about really the biggest number that matters to any home buyer that's out there when it comes to rates. And I'm going to show you right here exactly what it is. And that is your monthly payment. This number I just highlighted. Guys, this is the number that you should always be thinking about, not interest rate, not even purchase price. But for any consumer out there, meaning any home buyer, any homeowner, this is the number that surely should matter to you. What are you paying every single month for a mortgage? And so what I've got pulled up here, this is a mortgage calculator. This is straight off of my Foglia Properties website. So if you want to play around with this, go to foliaproperties.com or foliaproperties.kw.com. They both work. Top right, click Foglia Properties, click Mortgage Calculator, and you'll be able to see this right here, Mortgage Calculator. And you can play around with it, but I'm going to plug in some real numbers just so you can get an idea of what you're looking at. What I think I just had pulled up was a $400,000 purchase. Say somebody was selling a home, so they had a down payment of 20%, so $80,000 right here. Let's plug in a 6% interest rate. Again, I'm not a lender, so please don't quote me on rates or anything like that. But you can see at a 6% rate, a $400,000 purchase, 20% down, so no PMI, you're looking at about $2,200 a month. Now, if these rates change, which they probably will, I mean, guys, just to jump back here real quick, I think there were a lot of people that if you talk to them here, just say this time last year, less than 3% for the week ending of June 17th, 2021, they would never have thought that rates would be double that this time this year. That, say rates change again here over the next couple of months, how is that going to affect really the number that should matter to anybody? And that's what their monthly budget's going to look like. And long story short, usually a 1% fluctuation in rates affects somebody's their buying power basically by 20%. Or excuse me, by 10%. Gosh, 1%, 10%. So let me show you exactly what I mean. Let's just say rates jumped up to 7%, right? Well, you can see if nothing else changed, and as you can see, I haven't, so I can get my mouse going here the right way. Here we go. I haven't changed anything. 400,000, 20% down, no PMI. All of a sudden, that payment's jumped up $200 a month because of a 1% change in rates. In order to get it back down to about 2,200, you basically have to change it from $400,000. Again, we got to subtract 10%, so 360. And let's just keep this at 20% down, like we were talking about. You can see it's basically $2,200 a month again. So roughly for every 1% rates change, it's going to affect somebody's payment or so their purchase power by about 10%. We could keep going with this if y'all wanted to. We could say an 8% rate would be, gosh, now you're asking me to do some hard math, but 360 minus 10%, that's what, 324 if I'm doing the quick mental math right. 20% down. You can see, I mean, it's basically 2,200 right there. That's if I did the mental math right. And it goes the other way too. Let's just reset all this. Let's get back to 400. Let's get back to 6%, just so you can see exactly what I mean. That if rates were to drop, it does the same thing. So again, $2,200 a month. Let's just say rates were 5%. Add 10%, you're at 440. 20% down. You can see it's basically $2,200 a month. It's a little bit less than $2,200 a month. Now, guys, we don't know what rates are going to do. Some people are out there are going to be like, and I say some people, some home buyers, some homeowners that are going to sell a home in order to buy the next one are going to think, well, let me just try to time the market. Let me just wait until rates drop. Guys, that is a very, very dangerous game. There are some people who probably this week right here, and I'm just going to pick a random week at the beginning of the year, that say February 17th, February 24th, right in there, where rates were hovering in the high threes, according to FreddieMac.com. There were some people that probably even said rates just jumped up, earlier this year around the new year, they were right around 3%. Now they're closer to 4. They probably said, hey, let's wait. Rates might drop a little bit. They probably even said, let's wait after the week of March 3rd when they dropped 3.76% right here. Guys, that's the lowest we've seen it this year since they started increasing. If they didn't take advantage of it that week and they waited a month, just say from March 3rd to the beginning of April, it went up 1% between that time period. It's gone up 1% since then. Guys, all I'm trying to get at is it's impossible to time the market. Nobody knows what's going to happen when it comes to interest rates. People can talk about the Fed, this, that, and the other. Don't get in your head about it. The thing that matters is this number right here, your monthly payment, and how that goes into everything. So meaning, if say you're this home buyer right here, and let's just even take it back one step above this, right? So let's just say you were at 485. That's what you were pre-approved for. You had 20% down. This was earlier this year. You were getting pre-qualified at a 4% rate. You were at, and again, I might not have done some mental math right because we're at $2,100 right here a month. But my point is, let's just say you wanted to be around $2,200. Maybe you were even at, just do some quick adjustments on the fly. Say you were at 500,000, putting 20% down. There you go, close to $2,200 right here at a 4% rate. And again, this is the number to think about. If you can't find what you're looking for now at a 6% rate, at a $400,000 purchase price, right? 20% down, 6%. And again, you can see those are the only numbers I'm changing here. If that's your budget, $2,200 a month, and you can't find what you're looking for at $400,000, you have a couple of options. Really, you can wait, or you can stay put, or you can take the plunge if your budget can afford it. If you were, say, going to be at $500,000 and a 20% down payment, you could be at a $2,700 a month. You can see that's about a $500 a month difference right here. If you can afford that, guys, I would highly recommend to go after it now. Main reason is we don't know what this trend line is going to look like here in 6 months or in 12 months. And I promise you, there will be people who wait, just like that hypothetical person here in the last week of February, first week of March, that waited thinking, hey, rates are going to drop back down, and that now they're 2% higher than they were back then. If just say they're 8%, this person now, maybe they can even afford it still, and they can afford that $500,000 home, and it's 8%. Now all of a sudden, gosh, you're $1,000 a month higher because you're at 8% instead of at 4%. Guys, I'm not saying any of this to scare anybody. All I'm saying is that the biggest number to think about as a homeowner, as a home buyer, is your monthly payment, because that's what ultimately matters to you. That's what ultimately is going to be what you pay every single month. I can't even tell you, and I'm in this industry, I own multiple rental properties. I can't even tell you what my interest rates are on them. I can't tell you what my interest rate is on my home that I'm in without looking it up, because I can tell you what my monthly payment is. And I can tell you that that's going to be the case for 99, if not 100 out of 100 homeowners. If it's just the reality of it, because this is the number that people pay attention to. So if this number fits in your budget, whether this rate is 4% or 40%, obviously 40% would be a bit ridiculous, but you know what I'm saying. If this number is 4%, 5%, 10%, if this number right here fits in your budget, that's really what matters. Guys, if you want me to walk through this with your particular, scenario, and maybe you're shopping for a home and you want to know more about what this looks like for you, reach out to me, PM me. I'm happy to go through this with you. If you're seeing this in your inbox, in your email, hit that reply button. We'll schedule a time to walk through this one-on-one. Again, no pressure by any means, but I'm happy to just explore some numbers in a very no pressure, no obligation sort of way. If you're seeing this live on Facebook, or if you're seeing this on YouTube, leave us a like, a comment, subscribe to us. We love the interaction from y'all. If y'all have any questions, we're here to help. As always, y'all, I appreciate y'all. Talk to you soon.